Why is there not more discourse on the striking similarities between Canada and Australia? Greetings to our viewers from around the globe. Today, we're diving into the complex world of economics, exploring how it plays a crucial role when deciding where to move. While economics may seem daunting, we aim to present it in an engaging and comprehensible manner. We will examine the dynamic economies of Canada and Australia, two nations that share numerous economic characteristics. Let us begin with Canada, renowned for its maple syrup, ice hockey, and a culture of politeness.
Beyond its courteous reputation, Canada possesses a diverse and robust economy. According to the World Bank, Canada's economy is significantly driven by its natural resources, including lumber, oil, and minerals. The forest industry, for instance, is a major contributor to employment and GDP. The oil and gas sector, particularly in provinces like Alberta, plays a crucial role in the national economy. Turning our attention to Australia, a nation famed for its unique wildlife and vibrant culture.
Australia's economy, as reported by the International Monetary Fund, IMF, is also resource-centric, with a strong emphasis on mining and agriculture. The mining industry is a cornerstone of Australia's economy, making it one of the leading producers of iron ore and coal globally. Agriculture, with its extensive fields and livestock, significantly contributes to the economy, providing products that are in high demand worldwide. Both nations enjoy high standards of living, robust social safety nets, and stable political systems, as noted by the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, OECD. However, every economy faces challenges, and we will explore these complexities in due course. No economy is without flaws, but both Canada and Australia are making strides towards a prosperous future. We will examine how these countries are investing in education, technology, and innovation to secure their economic futures. Whether your interest lies in maple syrup or kangaroos, there is much to learn from the economic landscapes of Canada and Australia. Let us embark on this informative journey together.
How similar are the economies of Canada and Australia? At first glance, they may appear almost identical. Both countries are large, with relatively small populations, abundant natural resources, and high standards of living. However, a closer examination reveals more subtle differences. Consider the analogy of ordering fish and chips at a restaurant. It is a classic dish, crispy on the outside, tender on the inside, and universally satisfying. Your companion orders the same dish, but with a side of mushy peas, similar yet distinct. This comparison mirrors the economies of Canada and Australia. They share the same main course, but it's the sides that set them apart. Both Canada and Australia are highly developed, service-oriented economies. Their city skylines are adorned with modern buildings, bustling with activity and innovation. Critical industries, including finance, education, and healthcare, serve as the foundation of both countries, delivering vital services and fostering economic development. Both countries also heavily rely on exporting natural resources. From mining operations to oil rigs and logging industries, these resources are integral to their economic identities, as highlighted by the World Bank. Both countries have large geographic areas but relatively small populations, leading to challenges in infrastructure development and service delivery across remote regions. Both Canada and Australia are Commonwealth countries, sharing historical ties to the British Empire and similar legal and political systems based on English common law. However, there are significant differences. While they share many similarities, their economic landscapes are shaped by unique factors. Canada's economy is closely linked to the United States, shaped by both geography and trade agreements, like NAFTA, now the USMCA. This connection means that economic changes in the US can directly affect Canada. Conversely, Australia is more connected to Asia, particularly China, which is a major consumer of its iron ore. This Asian connection significantly influences Australia's economic strategies and trade policies, according to the World Bank. Thus, while they share some similarities, Their unique trading relationships and economic focuses give them distinct characteristics. Canada's economy is more influenced by its southern neighbor, while Australia's is shaped by its proximity to the booming markets of Asia. Much like the mushy peas, these differences may seem minor, but add a unique twist to an otherwise familiar dish. Similarly, the differences in Canada and Australia's economic structures add depth and complexity to their overall economic profiles. Therefore, when considering these two countries, remember that while they may appear similar on the surface, it is the details that set them apart. Their economies are like two sides of the same coin, each with its own unique characteristics and influences. The unique characteristics of their economies render the study of Canada and Australia particularly captivating. With dynamic urban centers and landscapes abundant in resources, these countries offer significant perspectives on the diverse elements that can affect economic prosperity, as emphasized by the OECD. In terms of technology and innovation, Canada has a growing advantage with its thriving tech startup scene, while Australia excels in mining and resource extraction. So are they mirror images? In some respects, yes, but in many others, they are distinct and uniquely their own. This is what makes their comparison so compelling.
Let's discuss international trade. Trade is the cornerstone of the global economy, linking countries and continents through a complex network of imports and exports. It is an intricate exchange of goods and services, where each nation plays a crucial role. Another common thread between Canada and Australia is their heavy reliance on natural resources. Canada is a leading exporter of oil, while Australia is a major player in the global mining industry. While these resources have driven economic growth, they also make both countries vulnerable to global price fluctuations. A dip in oil or mineral prices can have a ripple effect throughout the economy, leading to job losses and reduced government revenues. The World Bank highlights that Canada's primary exports consist of timber, petroleum, vehicles, and machinery. These products play a crucial role in the Canadian economy, driving growth and generating job opportunities. With its extensive forests, abundant oil resources, and advanced manufacturing capabilities, Canada is recognized as a leader in these sectors. Australia's exports, as reported by the International Monetary Fund, consist predominantly of iron ore, coal, gold, and natural gas. These resources are vital to the global economy, supporting industries and providing energy. Australia's mining sector is among the most advanced globally, featuring state-of-the-art technology and a skilled workforce. However, trade is dynamic and constantly evolving. The global trade landscape is influenced by geopolitical events, economic policies, and technological advancements. Countries must adapt to these changes to maintain their competitive edge. Recent years have witnessed significant disruptions, including trade wars, pandemics, and supply chain interruptions. These events have revealed vulnerabilities in the global trade system, leading to shortages, delays, and increased costs. Canada faced major challenges when the United States imposed tariffs on Canadian lumber, significantly impacting the lumber industry, a key sector of the nation's economy. Similarly, Australia was impacted by the US-China trade war, which affected its exports. The trade war introduced uncertainty and instability, impacting Australia's mining sector and its broader economy. The country had to navigate these challenges to safeguard its economic interests. The experiences of Canada and Australia underscore the complexities of global trade. As the world continues to evolve, these nations must remain agile and innovative to succeed in the ever-changing landscape of international commerce. One of the most pressing issues in both Canada and Australia is the housing market. Cities like Toronto and Sydney have become infamous for their sky-high property prices. As demand for housing outstrips supply, affordability has become a major concern, especially for first-time homebuyers. Both governments have tried various measures to cool down the market, but the problem persists, with many citizens feeling the squeeze. Both countries are experiencing aging populations, which could strain social services and healthcare systems in the coming decades. Both Canada and Australia are also known for their welcoming stance on immigration. In fact, immigration has been a key driver of population growth in both countries. However, rapid population growth brings its own set of challenges. Infrastructure, healthcare, and social services are under pressure to keep up with the growing demand, leading to debates about the sustainability of current immigration policies.
According to the OECD, both Canada and Australia are experiencing significant labor shortages in critical sectors. In Canada, the healthcare sector is particularly affected, along with construction and technology. In Australia, the mining, hospitality, and healthcare sectors are similarly affected, according to the World Bank. The labor shortage is fueled by various factors, including aging populations, low birth rates, and immigration policies that the IMF describes as less than accommodating. Governments in both nations are actively seeking solutions to this issue, but their efforts are often compared to attempting to extinguish a fire with insufficient resources.
To address this challenge, both Canada and Australia are making strategic investments in education, technology, and innovation to secure their economic futures.
Education investment. In 2022, Canada invested 41 billion Canadian dollars in post-secondary education, equating to about 2.2% of its GDP.
Australia, on the other hand, allocated 37.3 billion Australian dollars to education, which is approximately 2.5% of its GDP. Although both countries invest heavily in education, Australia dedicates a slightly higher percentage of its GDP to this sector.
R&D and technology investment. Canada's R&D spending totals 15 billion Canadian dollars annually, or roughly 0.8% of its GDP.
In contrast, Australia invests 33 billion Australian dollars in R&D, around 1.6% of its GDP.
The technology sector in Canada contributes 117 billion Canadian dollars to GDP, about 6.5%, while in Australia, it contributes 167 billion Australian dollars, approximately 7.5% of GDP. These figures indicate that Australia invests a greater percentage of its GDP in R&D and technology compared to Canada.
Canada and Australia are two nations with much in common: strong economies, vibrant cultures, and enviable standards of living. But as we've seen, they also share similar economic challenges that could shape their futures in profound ways. The road ahead will require innovative solutions and bold policies to ensure that both countries continue to thrive. What's your take? Can Canada and Australia navigate these shared challenges, or are they in for a tough road ahead? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.